Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Shai, Bashim Kakwadash, the Bawanas to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to like out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. All right, now I wanted to get into a quick topic based upon the scriptures said in 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter. Just touching on our bodies, everything these these weak bodies go through, the aggravation, the longing for the new spiritual bodies, which reside in the heavens that are waiting on us. Lord willing, we are part of the elect. This is 2 Corinthians 5:1. For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of the Most High, and a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. And it's nothing for this tabernacle to dissolve, and especially like the different examples, of like what Melchizedek, he wasn't literally put to death, but what he was translated, like the body can materialize and dematerialize, because all it is what materialize means, what matter. All this body, all our bodies are made up of is matter, dense matter, comprised of different minerals that come from the earth. So just as we see, a dust, so is this tabernacle, nothing but dust. And for the elect, that will be caught up, with the Most High in the clouds, how would their bodies be dealt with if they're still living here on the earth and they're to inherit the heavenly tabernacles, the heavenly bodies? Their bodies will have to dematerialize as they enter into the heavens, okay? Because we know that corruption cannot put on incorruption, okay? So I'll read that again. For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of the Most High, and house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. Because what those new bodies, that's going to come just by way of the Most High placing us within those new bodies. That's not going to have anything to do with, us being born out of a woman. That's just going to be the bodies in which we were intended to be in. Verse 2. For in this we groan earnestly, desiring to be clothed upon with our house which is from heaven. We groan earnestly, man. I know, I'm seeing so many brothers and, different things like that, and we're talking to different brothers and stuff, and, things in which brothers go through, and I definitely can attest to it as well, just the everyday aggravation, and it's like you eat anything, what I'm saying, anything that's not of an optimal diet, you feeling something from it, you feeling some aches or some pains, or or Esau put chemicals in this and Esau put chemicals in that, and it's strongly affecting our bodies, the air we breathe, all of this just crap in general, man. Everything is so processed, everything is so chemical based, and it's like we really not eating the food anymore, man, and that's the cause of pretty much all of the problems, on top of the curses, just being upon us, which are giving us so much trouble, But when we have that tabernacle, when we laced, with that tabernacle from on high, man, it's going to be a whole different thing, not to feel pain, not to feel, the agony of going through, troubles from eating crap food or eating processed food, eating chemically laced foods, If so be that being clothed, we shall not be found naked. For we that are in this tabernacle do groan, being burdened, not for that we would be unclothed, but clothed upon that mortality may be swallowed up of life. So what we groan, not in the essence of wanting to, just be out of this earth, but the fact that what we want those new spiritual bodies, that we don't have to worry about the commonalities of man within this present day time. You know, everything within this society is irksome to the spirit. Every single thing in which we deal with irksome to the spirit. No matter what you got to deal with, no matter what you got to go through, people you got to deal with, situations, everything is irksome to the spirit. But the one thing, the very one thing, that can definitely bring, well, of course, overall is, the kingdom. But with the kingdom comes, that new body to where, everything is so refreshed, you know, no sense of feeling necessarily tired and different things like that. You know, not worrying about coughing up mucus or coughing up a lung, and all this old other type of stuff, man. Pains of kidney troubles and this troubles and so on and so forth. But that what we can actually have life and actually be able to enjoy life, as it was intended to be. Verse 5. Now he that have wrought us for the self same thing is the Most High, who also have given unto us the earths of the Spirit. Therefore we are always confident, knowing that whilst we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. For we walk by faith, not by sight. We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent, we may be accepted of him. And that's ultimately what it is and what it boils down to. Right now, what we absent from the Lord, from his physical presence, but we doing, our just do, and what's required of us, striving to do what's required of us, to meet the standards in which the Lord is looking for. I want to go to 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 15 and 40. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, and the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. And people think that Jake could do some amazing things here, within these bodies. It's going to be nothing compared to do what we can do with those celestial bodies, man. Them bodies from on high. David, in this time leaping over walls and stuff like that. All of that stuff is going to be child's play, compared to what we're going to be able to do in the kingdom, man. And they constantly give you those references and examples within those superhero movies and different things like that, man. And I know personally, man, I cannot wait to get out of these piece of shit ass bodies, man. I cannot wait to get out of these piece of shit ass bodies, for real. Verse 41, there is one glory of the sun, and another glory of the moon, and another glory of the stars, for one star differeth from another star in glory. So also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption, it is raised in incorruption. It is sown in dishonor, it is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness, it is raised in power. And that's what we looking for, man. We looking for power, not the show, man. We looking for real power, okay? To be raised up from this weak nature in which we currently are, in which all of our enemies, just get to walk all over us like we the trash, we the filth of the earth, man. And that power is righteously put back in our hands, because Jake already within our bodies, we look better than Esau, look younger than Esau, all different type of things. So imagine in the kingdom and with the new bodies and things in which we're going to have, man. The scriptures say, that we're to meditate upon the things of the Lord day and night in the book of Psalms, the first chapter. And one of the main things that I personally, meditate upon, just thinking about, reference to the kingdom is definitely the bodies, man. Because it's truly nothing like, having good health, just being whole, feeling whole within society. You can feel pretty decent, pretty good at times, but we're never going to truly be whole within the society based upon everything, you know, that Esau has done, you know. um, Real quick, I want to go to yeah, Book of Sirach. No, it's not it. It's not it. Yeah, that was Sirach 30. Yeah, I'm bugging. It's Sirach 30 and 14. I start at verse 14. Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. You know, because so many people within the world worry about the money, the aspect of it, but you know what I mean, what's more important, what's more near and dear to you is your physical health. You know, that's why in Lamentation, matter of fact, I'll get that in a second. It says, verse 15, health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. Okay, so that's the optimal thing. Okay, and it says this here in the book of Lamentations. It's Lamentations 3. It's Lamentations 3 and 27. It says, it is good for a man that he bear the yoke in his youth. You know, so bearing a yoke in the youth going to require, you know, that energy, that stamina, that perseverance, that abled body to be out there in the highways and byways. You know, even though we feel like we're gonna break down and things at times, you know what I'm saying? Just because our bodies are so you know, so devastated, man, you know, from all of the pain and the torture of the everyday life living here in Babylon, man, you know. But you know, I just wanted to do this quick segment, you know, just touching upon, you know, just longing for new bodies, man. You know, just the groanings and the pains and the things in which we go through. You know, we know that what we do towards Yahweh Shem Yahushua and us doing His work is all worth it. You know, it's definitely all worth it in the end, because we have nothing within the society to look forward to. You know, so all we have is the Lord. You know, at the end of the day, and He's the one that put us in this position, and He's the one that's going to get us out. You know, so with that, you know, I hope the segment was edifying. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to like out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Shalom.